Yo, hello, what is up with all of you that are at home or somewhere else on YouTube watching Sub-Zero Exabyte, and that is me also, your host for today. And today I have a nice brand new Minecraft video for all of you, and this is going to be a really fun video because I am jumping from the joy that I have at this moment, and I am so hyped. And I am now on a cool world, and you know what these noobs are going to say? Push me to the edge, all my friends are dead. That is what these noobs that have villagers' stolen clothes on. They are pretty cool though, because their purpose is to just keep a village, but they are just noobs. They are really bad Minecraft players, these villagers. They slack a little bit too much, so that is not really that a productive living, but you got to do what you can for your money, and if this is how these noobs live, then I support that. It also seems like I attracted a big group of other players that are now standing looking at me, and I am afraid that these guys don't push me off the edge, but I have to go, guys, and they can see me anymore because I have a really cool idea that is basically John Cena. That is how amazing it is. Shout out to all these people that were in this village and said that they loved me or that they were fans. Also a big shout out to all the people that supported me back in the days and are still supporting me. Or if you are just new, then hello to you. I also love you too. Don't feel left out. I like everyone. But now it is time to go home towards my evil plan on planet Earth. First of all, where does Sub live? Well, right here where I am going to land in a minute if I don't miss planet Earth, which I just basically did. Well then, what am I going to do now? I am going to make a 360 and take some stuff to build, because I want to know what happens when you mix this evil machine, which is totally random, and that says if the villager is going to live or if it decides to kill the noob. While I was talking and it kind of low-key feeling a bit evil, but that may be because I just thought of a really cool tower in Dubai from where you can see the entire Earth, so that maybe is one of the reasons that thought was cool. But I am no expert on building, so I think I should just keep my mouth shut and not talk about such expertises, because those jobs are taken very seriously, just like astronauts when they do backflips in space. I don't know, but that is okay because you don't have to know everything in life. I am sure that these villagers and some other ones are still great guys, so I guess that something like that is okay. But we are doing good, I guess. Do any of you guys know that song that goes do 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 gunman? Well, me neither, because I don't want me no copyrights. But there is also that other song with flying through the air, but it is on the edge of my tongue, but I can't seem to figure out its name. But I don't know, so if you don't know, then you don't know. Don't you just hate it like my yesterday was when you stand in front of it? I am not sure, but I entered anyway, and an eagle came with me, and I am not sure what she is doing, but I will leave her be an eagle and I'll leave the store and go to the house of his, I guess. I am not sure what to expect from that, but I can see if I want. I mean, it's free, and oh my, it is actually pretty big. I am not sure what this is supposed to be, but I will continue being a pathfinder and I will just explore this thing and see if I am the brave adventurer that everyone calls me. I don't know, that might just be my imagination, but I do think so though. But anyways, this eagle thing was following us and I am cool with that. Maybe that can be my new friend, but I don't know. I don't know if I am going to receive something from PETA when I am befriended with an eagle. PETA is that animal protective thing. I mean, they can be good for some things, but sometimes they are just ridicules. But that is what those people get paid for, so once again, respect for those people, because that is how they get their rent and their bread together, so that is great for them. And they are doing something great for the world, because they are like saving animals and stuff, and they are being productive for the world, which not a lot of people can say, because some people are just not doing that much for the world, so that is not so nice. But those guys are doing something for this world. I always say, adopting a child might not change the world, but for that child the world will change. And that is a very powerful message served by Sub-Zero Exabyte live here on television, maybe on something else that is called YouTube. But I said it live right here, right meow. But we are now here with some spikes that are inside a box that are trapped, and like that, if those spikes were animals, then PETA would come and free those spikes. But those spikes are no animals, so there would be no reason to free them, because they have to life and they just are there because people like those people that are around me, with me included, like to push things into other sharp things, and they get their enjoyment out of that, and that is what these people like. Those PETA people might enjoy freeing animals and stuff, but I don't know those people in real life, so I guess that those people must be pretty cool to hang with, just like other people are just normal humans, so those people must be normal people as well, so that is great for them. And if those people are cool people, then I would like to hang out with such a guy maybe once, I don't know. Seems cool to me. Maybe we could push some noobs off the edge into oblivion if he or she likes that. I don't know what gender they are yet, and in 2018 you have to be careful when you are talking about genders and stuff. I don't know what all of you at home do for fun, but I would imagine watching YouTube videos and stuff, because well, you are watching me right now, but I like that you guys are devoting your time to watch one of my videos because I enjoy that thought, and it is just fun to know that some people watch how you play games or when you are doing something else that other people are interested in, something like that. Well, I would not think that this eagle is a noob, but we can push it off. But if we do that, then it might just start flying and PETA comes after my booty. But she is cool, I guess. I don't know her, but she is staying with me this entire time, so that is also some devotion coming from her, which I appreciate. But let's just continue to like kill noobs in this amazing invention that I have created, but is not yet really done, but I see how it is going to happen in my head, so that is why. I mean, it is taking quite some time, but I guess it is okay. And by the way, you guys, we are going to make it so that there are two elements which is going to save or not save, since one is fire and one is water, and then they die or they live. It is actually quite a simple thought, but to make it is pretty hard, if I may say so myself. You might be wondering, why is Sub talking so much? Well, that is what I do. The story is about three little girls that were having a sleepover on a normal weekend. They were doing some truth or dares just to have some fun. They were pajamaed up and ready to go. It was Hannah's turn, and Hannah decided to take it easy with the truth. The truth is seen as an easy outway to not doing anything. The other girls called her a chicken and pressured her into doing something Hannah actually did not want to do. She thought, what the hell? Let's do this, how bad could it be? But it was about to turn pretty bloody in a minute. She was told to do the Bloody Mary thing that people were doing a couple of years ago. It was a story about a woman whose son had been killed and was murdered. Everyone who said Bloody Mary in a mirror at 12 o'clock at midnight, there was a lightning strike right when they said that Hannah needed to do the challenge. They all thought it was just a bit of a cookie and did not think about not doing the Bloody Mary thing. Hannah still did not want to do the Bloody Mary challenge, but decided to just do it because she was actually not that afraid of it. She went up the stairs into the bathroom and prepared the stuff. She waited until 12 o'clock fell and said Bloody Mary 3 times in the mirror. Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary. The girls downstairs were getting impatient because Hannah had been up there for a while now. But eventually Hannah came back after a pretty heavy bathroom trip. Hannah had seen some pretty bad stuff but did not tell the girl what she went through. Everything seemed alright except for the things Hannah had seen. She told herself it was nothing to worry about and just went to bed. Well, she did not go to bed. She just laid there on the ground. All of the girls were asleep and suddenly a woman appeared in the mirror. No one saw the woman that appeared in the mirror. Sharkwisha woke up to an empty room because the 2 girls were suddenly gone. Hannah disappeared, and Paus Leo the 13th was nowhere to be found as well. Sharkwisha did not think much of the disappearance of the 2. She thought they just left early. Sharkwisha went up to the bathroom before she was going to school. There was some weird stuff on the mirror. She wondered what it was and decided it was best to tell her mom what she saw. Her mom took the stairs and went up to her daughter. She got there but did not see anything on the mirror. Sharkwisha kept telling her she sees something on there. She eventually gave up and told her it was probably just her imagination. Sharkwisha was always the creative type of girl that would even write stories before she normally goes to bed. She had some pretty creative ideas and wanted to be a fashion designer when she grew up. She needed to hurry up and prepare to go to school, but there was just something wrong. She was having a good look in the mirror and her mom somehow had different eyes. She told her mom what she saw and decided she was going to attack the mirror. She had no control over what she did. The mom was furious and did not know what to do. She assumed Sharkwisha was going insane and called a special doctor that would check on her. The specialist came as soon as possible. They checked our Sharkwisha out and told her she was actually insane and had to be put in a mental asylum for kids. The doctors had already examined her and were convinced that Sharkwisha was going insane. Her family still supported her and came to see her new life. Martini Henry, the doctor, told her she could even see her mom and that on the same day. It was not a problem because Sharkwisha was not a harm to society. Sharkwisha told her parent that she did not think she should be here and that she was actually not going insane. Martini Henry did not buy it because he examined her and it clearly showed that she was in matter of fact insane. Her parents knew Sharkwisha was not insane. It was not a very smart thing from Martini Henry to hang a mirror in the room where a patient got in for the first place. She gave her mom her hand because she could not let the things she had seen rest. Sharkwisha was going insane again when she thought very hard in her head about what she had done that night. She was panicking. Martini Henry assured her that it was all in her head. Sharkwisha actually got up, destroyed that same mirror that was there in her room. Her parents thought it was best to just believe what the doctors were saying. Martini Henry convinced the parents that Sharkwisha was actually going insane. Mom could not believe it at first. Dad believed Martini Henry because he is a doctor himself, not in a mental asylum, but he still is a doctor in a hospital and he sees some of the same situations himself every day. As you can see, we are going to trot it one more time because Chip thought it was a very interesting story that he just had heard. If we finish the story, you would know about how the two other girls got killed and how Sharkwisha actually lived her life as a granny killer. Hannah and Paus Leo the 13th were sleeping that same night and Paus Leo the 13th was having a nice dream about things and stuff. Hannah did not have a very nice dream about things and stuff. She was having a pretty intense nightmare about what has happened and what the consequences could be. She was having a couple of different dreams. One where she would just live on a happily ever after life like nothing happened at all. One where only her two friends got killed and she was the one to be blamed. There would be no case in court because it is scientifically unexplainable. But she would live a life where she was the one that killed her best friends. Paus Leo the 13th was not really her best friend, but she was having a hard time processing that Sharkwisha was dead. They eventually woke up in a weird alleyway near the McDonald's where they always had fun in between breaks. They saw an appearance of the same woman that was seen in the mirror. The girls were brutally murdered, but of course no one saw a thing. No witnesses. It was a clean murder. The world was shook and even Sharkwisha heard the stories in the asylum. Sharkwisha actually was held hostage in the asylum for the rest of her life. She only moved once to go from the children asylum to the big adult asylum. Chip thought it was a pretty nice story. Pretty scary, pretty spooky. NOICE. But you can smell that, and I don't think you would want a good whiff of someone's fart that the wind brought to you. No, that would be quite disgusting and I would not like to experience something like that. So I don't know about you, but yeah, that is it and this is this, and I don't really know what is going on anymore, but I am such a genius that I have fixed this grave like it just popped out of the ground like a mushroom, only then even faster, and I am just one of the most secret builders ever since. I don't think that anyone in at least like a couple of 100 years are going to find this ancient cabin that I just added to my house like it was nothing. And what is left right now, I don't think there is much left because it is already like a really well established grave, but I think that we are going to pimp this grave and we are going to make this look the most amazing looking grave that is ever going to exist, and then it is also secret, so it is going to be the most amazing grave on at least the planet Earth, if not the galaxy, so that is something that I am going to be really proud about, and I don't think that I am going to forget this day like ever, and I hope that all of you also are enjoying me watching that I am building a weird little cabin in the middle of nowhere of my house, and I am just pimping it like it is some form of Subaru that you pimp, but it is not a car. For the people that didn't know what a Subaru is, it is a really nice car in my opinion. But yeah, we are not talking about cars, we are going to pimp this grave like it is nothing, and we are going to be the world's most successful pampers that are ever going to exist, and that makes me really happy because it is something that I want to get established, and I hope that we are going to establish that like it is nothing, and that we are going to be a god to the secret underworld of secret graves, and you can hire me and I am going to make my living out of this, which would also be really amazing because I would be that one Monster Jam car, but then not really because he digs graves up and I would be pimping them like I am 50 Cent. So then when you pimp a lot of stuff you think like, oh, the zombies also gotta go because I pimped the grave and it all looks amazing now. So I mean, it is really cool that I did this and all of that, but I don't think that there are going to be a lot of people that are going to chill in this area since it is kind of a cemetery, but then not really, but then again it basically is, so it is pretty confusing. But I don't think you can like chill with a group of friends in a cemetery since that would be illegal, and then the state troopers are coming after you and you run away like I am doing right now, since I deleted all of the zombies that were here and now they are clean and it is nice. Unlike Titty, because he is not nice. It was fun hanging out with all of you since it has been a while that I uploaded. No, just kidding. I uploaded yesterday, but that was the video, guys. I will see all of you alligators laters.